What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Midwest Brew Review. If you have not guessed it by now, we are making beer today. In fact, it's been so long, we're going to go ahead and do a double batch with a little experiment today. This is a beer I've made before. This is a fan favorite. We call it the Lobstafest beer. It is a wheat beer that we do with some really cool ingredients. We have coriander, we have fresh lemon peel, and we also dry hop with a mandarina bavaria. But what's cool about today is we are going to split this batch in two. So follow with me. Here we go. Okay, so we have a 10-gallon batch today. The base malts are the same, obviously. We have pale malt, we have white wheat, flaked oats, flaked wheat, super simple, tried and true recipe. So we have an American ale yeast versus the Belgian yeast. The American is going to get a little more of the lemon peel plus a heavy dose of mandarina bavaria. On the Belgian, we'll go a little more subtle on the mandarina hops, and we'll also do the lemon peel to keep that the same. And then we're gonna see how these babies ride out, and we'll test them side by side. It's gonna be great. As you can see behind me, we're already about to mash out. We're gonna take this guy outside and boil it and get on with it. So come along. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Me, Brian, and Matt, we're all over the place. Please check us out on Facebook and YouTube. So let's get to it. All right, guys, that about wraps it up for tonight. Like I said before, this is a 10-gallon batch split two ways, American yeast versus the Belgian yeast. So it's wit versus wheat. We will see who comes out on top. We're all pitched, we're ready to go. So we're gonna let those ferment out, do our dry hop, do our lemon peel, and we will get back to you with a tasting soon. See ya. your new Glarus taster is American. So this is the Fermentis US-05 yeast.
Basic ass yeast.
This is the Chico, the
just the
Sierra
packet.
Nevada. You know it.
The red packet.
The red pack.
Big packet.
And the other one is the T-58 of the same yeast maker. And this is their Belgian wheat yeast. So it's supposed to be spicy and peppery, not necessarily clovey.
Same beer.
Yeah.
Split.
You're doing first.
All right.
All right. So US-05 first.
Correct.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh, interesting at the end.
Yeah. How
That's
so?
good. I think it.
Explain.
I feel as though it lingers, whatever that flavor is, lingers a little more than it has in the past years.
I feel like that's the coriander
Okay.
that you're getting there.
Okay, that would be it then. Yeah.
At the very end, it's kind of sticking around for a little bit. That little kind of orangey taste.
Yes. I like this one too. A little more. I think it's a little calmer than the other one. I don't think it doesn't stick around as long as the other one.
Yeah, I think the coriander is more pronounced. In
I
this
agree.
beer, that's for sure.
I agree.
You get it. You know it's there because we had this and we know like what pronounced coriander tastes like.
Oh,
It's got a little bit more of a like top end bitterness to it. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer the US-05.
US-05. I think I prefer the other one. So we're split down the middle. I like it because I think the flavor is just a slight bit less subtle towards the end of the aftertaste. I think it cuts out quicker. I think all I'm doing right now is picturing eating ribs and lobster. So like as soon as I eat a bite, I'm like, oh, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna drink this, and then it's gonna be done by the time I want to go in for another bite of ribs or lobster.
I think what I like about this is exactly what we described earlier. I think it's very smooth and finishes out with that coriander taste.
Absolutely.
And it's like, give me some more of this.
Right.
Where this one kind of has that, while it's a very drinkable beer, I think it's got that bitterness at the end where it's like, you might do like one, but this one I feel like you just
These
roll
are crushable
through
ones.
a bunch of these
Hang on, I'm going back.
with a good meal, They'll brew two beers. If there's one that's better than the other, I'm going US-05, which is crazy because it's such a basic.
And Matt, you're going the other way, right?
No, he's gonna change his
I full disclosure, I like the T-58, the Belgian yeast, better. I thought it was a little more. I thought it was a little more rounded.
It's just more subtle. I think the flavor.
It wasn't. In that yeast, I was surprised it didn't come out super Belgian-y.
No, it did.
They're both quite incredible.
I think
I was super happy with both of them.
If you want a little hoppy, bitter bite, a little more hoppy, bitter bite, I'd go with the other one. The one that you actually prefer. If you want something that's just like smooth and tasty, just whatever.
Awesome.
Yeah, US-05.
All right, now we have the official Lobsterfest background, as you can see. I don't know why we didn't do this earlier.
Yeah, the votes were 2-1, but mine counts as 2 because I probably weigh as much as both you combined. So yeah, even split. I think we're gonna have to maybe continue this on later and see what others think.
Yeah. So as far as there's no clear cut conclusion. So I guess we're just gonna have to double bash this again. Maybe a bigger sampling crowd.
Maybe if actual Lobsterfest happens this year, hopefully it happens this year, we'll bring the camera again and do a little taste test from everyone else who's here.
Yeah, maybe a little ticker like at the top.
Right.
Real quick.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
Bing,
There you go.
bing,
So
we'll
stay
see
tuned.
who wins.
Stay tuned for that later.
All right,
in
stay
the
tuned.
US-05.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
There you go.
So are you telling me I made a Buffalo Wild Wings beer?
Could you imagine drinking this beer with wings?
It would. This is the wings beer for sure.